Yes. This is the one I keep getting asked about that I haven't really given much of a clear answer on. It's a screenplay that I wrote that sort of, I made this film for, and it was the unscripted, sort of unfocused, very young, very nihilistic, very aggressive approach to this subject that fascinates me, which is that Hollywood per square mileage has more prostitutes under the age of 21 than anywhere else in the country. And I believe that after 3 years of interviewing and meeting with young prostitutes to be due to the fact of the hope of celebrity obsession, and the dream of sort of success and wealth. And I'm fascinated by how this wish translates to dire consequences. So I guess where horror was full of reckless abandon, I revisited the idea and wrote a far more mature and empathetic script. And so wrote this film, and I actually met one of my executive producers, Kevin Iwashina, at the Toronto Film Festival, and I was there with Kaboom, and he was interested in the idea, and he read the script, and he loved it, and took it to Christine Vachon, who I'd been a huge fan of for years and years with Killer Films and all the amazing movies she'd done, and they both sort of became pioneers of this story. So then we got our producers in tow, and our executive producers were there, and then we cast it, and there's still 2 roles that are open. The one female lead was written for Rooney Mara, who is totally down to do it, but she's off doing Girl with Dragon Tattoos, so we're kind of figuring that out. There's a lot being figured out, I guess, but it's a really, it's a bleak film about, it's weird, it's sort of about 2 subjects. One that I've studied for years and years, which is homelessness and prostitution run rampant through youth, American youth, which is something I don't know personally, but also this idea of how much do you give yourself over to the dream of what Hollywood now means, I guess, which is something very personal. I've grown up in this since I was 5, so it's a very emotional and impassioned idea, and it is happening, and it will be shot soon. We were going to be shooting this month due to my series, if and when it's picked up, we'll be pushing. If not, we'll be shooting. And just amazing actors and actresses that I've had the courtesy of working with or meeting throughout the years.
Do you want to drop names?
Sure. So far, they're proud to be attached, so I guess I can say it, but Shiloh Fernandez, Kyle Gallner, Haley Bennett, Nico Tortorella, Natasha Leone, Lena Headey. God, I'm trying to think of any others. I think that might be it. We got a bunch of cameos too, but that's not really worth discussing. But just and the cinematographer from the Greg Rocky film, like Kaboom, is shooting it with me, and so we really get along. And I sort of had this obsession that everybody behind the camera be a woman, just because I feel the subject is really needs that sensitivity, it needs that sort of motherly approach, because it's really bleak and very stark and aggressive. But I want to tell it in a very poetic and gentle way.